Talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave only, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello. You, and you. Welcome in to another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed, y'all. We got a jam-packed show, live stream tour for y'all per usual. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. Taylor Rooks has done something very, very, very big. I just want to say this to all the black women in every field, from the law industry to the health industry to the sports media industry and every other industry. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for your passion. And thank you for your dedication to understanding the assignment. Without black women, there is no black culture. Let me say that 2 more times. Without black women, there is no black culture. Without black women, there is no black culture. And it boggles my mind how much black men will try to tell black women what they should or should not be, where without black women, we wouldn't have the crushes that we have on Angela Bassett and Jill Scott Lee. That's why I said Jill Scott Lee, okay? So shout out to Taylor Rooks for what she did. We'll talk about that this morning. Faith Evans is making it do with her foundation, the Ryder Foundation. Of course, y'all know her son has autism, so she did some big things. I believe in New Jersey. We'll talk about that. The Department of Justice. My God, like I said, we cannot wait for that 2028 ball drop. It cannot get here fast enough, like I said in the thumbnail. We'll talk about that this morning because they did something very horrible, as they've been doing a lot of horrible things out here, but this is just, my God. If you are a host, there is a huge opportunity for you to go to a film festival. Yes, indeed. By the way, shout out to all of the people going to the Rolling Out Hosting Mixer from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight in Atlanta, Georgia. Love, prayers, and support to each and every single one of you. Zulu Ali did a big thing in the world of making sure that the Western Hemisphere doesn't go through torture. We'll talk about that. And it looks like Twitter is going to shit. Well, I mean, when Elon Musk brought a whole sink, we just knew it was going to go down to hell. And by the way, to Timberland Swiss Beats, we haven't seen Versus on Twitter. Oh, y'all didn't know about that. Yeah, they were going to bring Versus to Twitter, and no word of that. And then finally, the movie that seems like it might be giving potentially the Super Mario Galaxy movie a run for its money, or it will be right up there in the echelon of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Coyote versus ACME. We're going to talk about that, and that is going to lead to the tour that we're doing tonight. So let's get to it, because higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. Because one thing to know, 2 things for sure, over here on this channel, over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
Let's do that right. One more time for the one more time. One thing to know, 2 things for sure, over here on this channel, a lot happens early.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it off right. But whenever you're starting the daylight, a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I said,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is. Julie Chen Moonves is New Morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the gang and doing what we do. Yes, indeed. We're going to start with Taylor Rooks this morning. Here we go, y'all. Shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25. Taylor Rooks stuns hometown with 2.1 debt wipeout. Let me say that again. Taylor Rooks stuns hometown with $2.1 million debt wipeout. One more time. Taylor Rooks stuns hometown with $2.1 million debt wipeout. Her foundation's boldest move yet is giving nearly 2,000 families a genuine fresh start. Come on, Taylor Rooks. I'm here for it. Sports journalism has long celebrated those who perform on the field, but Taylor Rooks is proving that the most powerful plays happen off it. The Emmy-nominated broadcaster, which she will be an Emmy-winning broadcaster. I truly believe that. And Amazon Prime Video NBA host made headlines this week for not for an interview or highlight reel, but erasing over $2.1 million in medical debt for residents of Gwinnett County, Georgia, the community where she grew up. The effort carried out through the Taylor Rooks Foundation in partnership with the nonprofit organization Undo Medical Debt directly relieved 1,805 individuals. Let me say that two more times. 1,805 individuals. 1,805 individuals and families of financial burdens that for many have lingered for years. The timing could not be more meaningful as rising health care costs and economic uncertainty continue to squeeze households across the country. A personal mission rooted in family. For Rooks, this was never just a philanthropic checkbox. This initiative hits close to home in the most literal sense. Her younger sister lives with type 1 diabetes, a condition that comes with relentless medical expenses that few families budget for. Rooks has been transparent about the weight her family has carried because of it. In a video shared to Instagram, she spoke candidly about what medical debt really feels like from the inside. It arrives without warning, often at life's lowest moments. It lingers far longer than the illness or injury that caused it. It quietly shapes decisions around health, work, and family. It creates the kind of financial shame that many carry in silence. That lived experience is what drove her to act and to go home. What the Taylor Rooks Foundation does. Rooks launched the Taylor Rooks Foundation in 2025, so it's a brand new foundation, not even a year old yet. With a mission centered on equity and access, the foundation operates through three core pillars designed to create lasting change in underserved communities: reach, educational resources, community wellness programs, small business support, and direct giving. 2, relief, medical debt relief, crisis assistance, and essential living needs support. And 3, represent mentorship for aspiring journalists, storytelling workshops, and the Rising Rooks Award for underrepresented voices. The $2.1 million debt forgiveness falls squarely under the relief pillar and signals the kind of early impact that suggests the foundation is built for scale, not just headlines. Why Gwinnett County and why now? Gwinnett County is one of the most diverse counties in the South, sitting just outside of Atlanta, but diversity does not shield community from economic hardship. Medical debt disproportionately affects families in the region, with data showing that nearly 28% of households carry some form of it, a figure that climbs even higher in communities of color. Rooks, who was raised in Swanee within Gwinnett County, attended Peachtree Ridge High School before going on to the University of Illinois. She comes from an athletic family. Her father played college football at Illinois, and her great uncle is basketball Hall of Famer Lou Broderick. Despite a career that has taken her to New York and into the biggest arenas in professional sports, Rooks has never stopped looking back at where she came from. Rooks set the bar for athlete-adjacent philanthropy. What makes this story resonate beyond the dollar figure is the intentionality behind it. Rooks did not write a check to a broad national cause. She went home, found a partner with a proven model in Undo Medical Debt, and targeted the specific community that shaped her. The foundation has made it clear that this is only the beginning. Rooks has committed to expanding access, removing barriers, and creating real opportunities for families to rebuild financial stability. With nearly 2,000 residents in Gwinnett County, residents now breathing easier, it's hard to argue the foundation is now already delivering on their promise. In a media landscape full of noise, Rooks is making a different kind of impact, one family at a time. Well, first of all, congratulations. That is just absolutely incredible. I want to see if I can bring up the Taylor Rooks Foundation, because anytime that we can promote, okay, awesome. Awesome. Anytime we can promote excellence, why not do it? First of all, that's how you do it. It is one thing to give to national causes, but to do this for her hometown and just to showcase that, hey, it takes all of us. And let me tell you something, even though that's not the whole country's medical debt, okay, $2.1 million got wiped out of debt. If it could be wiped out in one county, imagine what would happen if we had the right people in office to create the right policies and laws to make that effect happen nationally. Just a brilliant woman. I've seen some of her interviews and her philosophy on broadcasting, and just brilliant. Like I said, I believe she will cross over into mainstream media. Like I said, if Good Morning America was still in Times Square, that second floor studio was still there, I'll be there as a culture anchor, and she would be there as the social square anchor, reading your social media comments, and definitely would be contributing segments on Good Morning America. She definitely has what it takes. I feel like she has a Robin Roberts spirit, because this is something Robin Roberts would do as well. So here is the foundation here. Just want to show y'all this. This is her website. The Taylor Rooks Foundation strives to empower underserved communities by meeting their overlooked needs with dignity, care, and action. Inspired by Taylor's own journey and the people and stories she has encountered, TRF is committed to expanding access to education, health, and opportunity for Black and Brown individuals and families through direct giving, local partnerships, and commitment to storytelling. TRF is building a future rooted in equity where everyone has the resources not just to survive, but build a better tomorrow. Like I said, reach supporting educational resources, community wellness initiatives, small business support, direct giving, relief, provide support for health and recovery crisis assistance, and essential living needs, and represent champion the Rise and Rooks Award, journalist mentorship, and storytelling workshops. So, of course, you can do a donation there, $25, $50, $75, $100, or custom amount, and this will go directly to her foundation there. Then get in touch right there. That's how you get in touch there, and that's how you do it. You are on the ground. And, I think sometimes we tend to forget that just because we make it doesn't mean that other people are not hurting. And it doesn't hurt to look back in order to rise people up. So amen to Taylor Rooks. Shout out to that gorgeous sister there doing great things in the neighborhood. All right, y'all. Speaking of sisters doing great things in the neighborhood, let's roll on here. Shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 years. Faith Evans uplifts moms of children with autism in Newark, New Jersey, making Autism Awareness Month with a powerful show of strength, support, and sisterhood. That smile is still stunning. My God. If y'all have not seen The Fine Temptations, oh Lord, man, miss you, Angie Stone, for sure. In an industry where celebrity often lives on stage and screen, Faith Evans is using her platform for something far more meaningful. The Grammy Award-winning icon stepped into a role that goes beyond music, showing up as an advocate, a mother, and a community leader. Through her nonprofit Writers Room, Evans has created a space rooted in support, honesty, and connection for women raising children with autism. In partnership with the Newark Board of Education, the second annual Breakfast for Moms and Students with Autism event took place at Branch Brook School in Newark, bringing together more than 70 mothers for a morning centered on encouragement, shared experiences, and access to essential resources. And there is her son, Ryder there. Smooth brother. I like the look. I like the fit. Yes, indeed, there. I'm sorry, that's not the son. My bad. That is Anton Ron Bouger, CEO of Hollywood Shine. So my bad. But still, the fit is fitting, okay? Listen. Yes, indeed. But this wasn't just another community gathering. It was deeply intentional and personal. At the heart of the experience was Evans, speaking not as a celebrity, but as a mother who understands the journey firsthand. As the parent of a child with autism, her words carried weight, honesty, and reliability that resonated throughout the room. A journey requiring strength. She opened up about the strength it takes to navigate both the challenges and the beauty of the journey, reminding every mother in attendance that they are not alone and they never have to be. that sense of community extended beyond her keynote. Attendees also engaged in a panel discussion featuring experts from the Rutgers University Douglas Developmental Center, who share practical insights on services, strategies, and long-term support systems available to families. Education leaders echoed the importance of that support, emphasizing that when parents are uplifted, entire communities grow stronger. The event created a safe, affirming space where mothers could feel seen, heard, and supported. Newark honors Faith Evans in recognition of her philanthropic impact at the Writers' Room. Evans was honored by the city of Newark with an official proclamation, further cementing her influence beyond music and into meaningful community change. Well, look at that right there. Come through. Come through. Come through. That's amazing. What made the moment truly powerful was its intention, rather. Every detail from the conversations to the resources shared was designed to uplift and celebrate the women in the room, women who advocate tirelessly for their children every single day. Through initiatives like this, Evans is redefining what legacy looks like. It is not just about chart-topping success or cultural influence, but about showing up, creating access, and making a real difference where it matters most. And in a room filled with strength, vulnerability, and shared understanding, one thing was clear: this was more than an event. It was a movement grounded in compassion, connection, and purpose. And then that is Courtney Terry, the president of Writers' Room Incorporated. So that's Courtney Terry, then that's Faith Evans right there. To learn more about Faith Evans and Writers' Room initiatives, as well as upcoming events, visit writersroominc.org. We will visit that website. First of all, shout out to Faith Evans for making it do what it do with this foundation. I know that Fat Joe also has a son with autism, and I think Fabulous and his baby mama, their child also is a nonverbal daughter with autism. Autism is more common than you think. It is not a life sentence. It is not a life sentence. It is not a life sentence. And by the way, if you make fun of people with autism, disabilities, this, that, and the third, you are a sick fuck that deserves to be disrespectfully handled in every shape, form, and fashion. You do. If you move like Thirsty Toxicity and he and its supporters, get from the fuck around me and everybody else who's trying to do good in the neighborhood. Sincerely. I mean that with my whole chest. Okay. All right. Child, how some of y'all move out here surprising to me. I mean, good damn. You know, this is the thing, right? People have the right to free will, but also don't play in people's face when you know that they are more than just trying to protect your peace, right? And there's nothing wrong with protecting your peace. But when you're protecting your peace versus somebody trying to connect with you genuinely, and they have showcased themselves to be more than that side, okay, all right, moving on. Listen, we need to go back to the values, the mindset, and the compass of recognizing the totality of a person, not just remembering them in that moment, right? Because if we judge everybody for one particular moment, held out over their head, we wouldn't be in 2026. Okay, just keeping it a buck. So just wanted to say shout out to Faith Evans there for that. And then here is Ryder. That's her son right there. So shout out to Ryder and Faith Evans there. And then there is the moms there and some of the sons. Absolutely amazing. So May 30th, 2026, Caring for the Caregiver. So this will be happening in Los Angeles, California, May 30th, 2026, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. 11355 Olympic Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90064. Mental health and wellness workshops, caregiver resilience conversations, community resource partners, outdoor engagement activities. Join us during Mental Health Awareness Month for a free support community event focused on caregiver mental health, wellness, and resiliency. Because when caregivers are supported, families thrive. Free food will be provided. So the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health and Writers Room presents this event there, hosted by Gary G. Thane Johnson. So shout out to that event. Nothing but light, loves, and prayers to that event there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And here are some resources here if you guys are looking for that there. So resources and services are coming soon. But you can download this annual impact report and you can utilize that if you are a parent or a caregiver or just want to be a supporter, right? And then of course right here, this is the calendar of all of their events here. So yes, indeed. And they also have a Zoom group as well. So that is really cool. That meets monthly. That's amazing. Awesome stuff there. Congratulations to Faith Evans and Taylor Rooks for making it do what it do, the good in the neighborhood. All right. We got to get to some bad in the neighborhood, y'all. Once again, shout out to onlyout.com, celebrating 25 years. On to the next 25. Yeah, you see it right there. Justice Department stripped citizenship from 384 Americans. Justice Department stripped citizenship from 384 Americans. Justice Department stripped citizenship from 384 Americans. Federal prosecutors in 39 regional offices have been assigned to pursue citizenship revocation cases. I'm going to just say this right now. Those 384 Americans are more American than the administration, that bastard of a president and his supporters. In the words of Max Kellerman, Mohammed Kellerman, if the fate of the world was on the line, laser beam on the globe, and the aliens were here right now, they said, listen, we do not want to destroy your world, but we need a sacrifice. Take the president, take his family, take his supporters, take his administration. Please, here you go. Just send them up. And we'll keep the 384 Americans that deserve to be here. Let's continue here. The U.S. Department of Justice has identified 384 foreign-born Americans whose citizenship it is seeking to revoke, marking the opening phase of what officials say will be aggressive and historically unprecedented denaturalization campaign. So trying to take people out in the middle of the day, courtesy of ICE, wasn't enough for y'all. The ICE raids wasn't enough. Now you got to take this away. You guys do know that there was a judge that ruled against the president taking away naturalized citizenship, right? Okay. All right. But y'all the smart ones. Y'all the smart ones. Y'all are the smart ones. Okay, let's continue. The effort confirmed today represents the highest volume of such referrals the department has ever pursued. Senior officials disclosed during a recent internal meeting that civil litigators across 39 regional offices will be assigned to file cases against the identified individuals in the coming weeks. The reasons the department targeted those 384 people have not been publicly disclosed. I bet you they don't look like the president and his family, his administration, his supporters. Or maybe, there might be some. And you know what's really crazy? It's amazing how some of the people in his administration, some of the supporters, have foreign family members and they've been caught up in this. For the spouses and the kids, I feel so sad for them. But for the person who voted for them, I don't give a fuck, shit, or damn about them. Remember how I said that bastard who piled up 8 kids and 7 of them were his own? And I said, I quote, thank God the fucking bastard ain't here no more. I feel that way about everybody who voted for that dumb fuck. Thank God that you're going through what you're going through. Not sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. Like, listen. I try my very best to have love, grace, and space for everybody. But at some point in time, if we don't stand up for something, we'll fall for anything. I can't hear nobody. Let's continue. What the law allows. Under federal law, citizenship can be revoked if it was obtained through fraud, including sham marriages, false declarations, or concealment of disqualifying information. People convicted of certain crimes also may face denaturalization. In all cases, the government is required to present evidence before a judge, making the process both resource-intensive and legally complex. Well, based on all the L's that the administration has taken when it comes to judges making decisions, I think that this is going to backfire in their motherfucking ass face, personally. But But you did hear it from me. Let's continue. Historically, denaturalization has been handled by immigration specialists within the Justice Department rather than by prosecutors spread across regional offices. Between 1990 and 2018, the government brought in just 305 cases, 305 such cases in total. Between 2017 and late 2025, just over 120 naturalized citizens were stripped of their citizenship. The scale of the current push marks a sharp break from that pattern. A White House initiative, the Justice Department's Communication Deputy Mac Trageser described the push as a product of close coordination with immigration agencies and said the department's file refers in a single year has already surpassed the toll from the entire previous administration. A top department official described the 384 individuals as representing only the first wave of cases, with significantly more to follow. A White House spokesperson, however, pushed back on characterizations of the effort as a White House initiative, saying it reflects existing federal law rather than a new directive from the executive office. At this point, everybody there, I'm going to just say this out loud on the big screen. Everybody who is in that administration and everybody who supports the president is a slave, and 47 is massive. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Everybody that supports the president and everybody in his administration are the slaves, and 47 is massive. Everybody who supports that president and the people in his administration are the slaves, and 47 is massive. And that includes his family members. Although there are some that they've broken away and they don't care for any of this damn uck or ish, okay? And shout out to them. They're the real ones. We protect them. We don't give a fuck about everybody else. Let's continue on. All right. The current campaign follows directives issued months ago that instructed the Department of Homeland Security to refer to more than 200 denaturalization cases per month to the Justice Department. In December, the 47 administration formally directed the agency to accelerate those referrals, a move experts said opened the door for a broader expansion of the administration's immigration enforcement agenda. Legal questions are resource strained. When a person is denaturalized, they refer to the immigration status they held before obtaining citizenship. Because immigration is a civil matter under U.S. law, those facing denaturalization have no guaranteed right to an attorney, which legal experts say creates significant vulnerability for the individuals targeted. Experts have warned that the administration's broad framing for who qualifies for denaturalization, a list that includes people with a claimed connection to terrorism as well as alleged gang and cartel members, may be susceptible to legal challenge. Give me a moment. Oh my God. Based on historical records, Fred 47, the father of 47, was arrested in 1927 in connection with a Triple K rally in Queens, New York that turned into a riot or free-for-all fight. Now it says, however, there's no evidence that Fred 47 was a member, supporter, or organizer of the Triple K. But see, let's go back. A list that includes people for claimed connection to terrorism as well as alleged gang and cartel members. Is this not alleged connection to a rally? So if we're going to do that, then that means the whole family of 47 needs to also be deported, some of them who weren't born here in the United States, because they are all connected to January 6th. Do you see how dumb this is? But hey, they're the smart ones. Let's continue on. The 47 administration has previously faced criticism for falsely identifying immigrants as gang members, often based on limited or disputed evidence. And they have also said, I believe there was one person that they said, yeah, we did wrong to them. They're actually a U.S. citizen. They actually admitted that out loud. Shocking, I know. The sheer volume of cases that is also expected to strain the Department of Justice resources. Officials have noted the prosecutors assigned to denaturalization work may be pulled from other areas, including healthcare fraud investigations. Other civil division attorneys may be brought in to absorb the added caseload. Longer history, denaturalization is not new to American law, but its use has shifted considerably over time. Throughout much of the 20th century, journalists, labor organizers, and political activists were targeted on the grounds of alleged anarchism and communist affiliation. But everybody else have voted for somebody that believes in anarchism, communist affiliation, and dictatorship. Moving on, that era of politically motivated denaturalization largely ended after the Supreme Court ruled that censorship can only be revoked for fraud or willful misrepresentation. More recent enforcement focused on former war criminals, including individuals who concealed Yahtzee affiliations, not the game, but you see the word there, to attain citizenship. Efforts expanded under the Obama administration and accelerate further during the first 47 term, when the department moved to examine roughly 700,000 immigration files. The current push, described internally as still in its early stages, signals that the second 47 administration intends to go further still. This is the same person, the president, who said that it was sexy to be great. E. Jean Carroll said it was sexy to be great. Yeah, I played that confession many times on this YouTube channel. Give me a moment, y'all. Sorry. Gotta get my charger here. But yeah, I just don't get how somebody who can say in a deposition that E. Jean Carroll thought it was sexy to be great and then sign off on the Epstein files to be released, right? And because he released those documents, which the DOJ, who was trying to get rid of 384 naturalized citizens, right? It's amazing that that same Department of Justice that's doing that to these citizens also released documents saying that the President of the United States judged the tightness of vulvas and portals, and had intercourse with a 13-year-old girl and forced young women to perform fellatio on him. So he can do all that, but yet y'all gonna denaturalize 384 people? That 2028 ball drop cannot come fast enough. Let's continue on. All right, if you are a content creator, you're looking for an opportunity, I got you. From blacknews.com, here we go. Black-led media platform and International Film Festival launched nationwide competition to discover emerging culture voices. Here we go, everybody. Jarogo, and which we will look at here in just a little bit. Also, we look at this as well. Jarogo, a next-generation streaming and media platform, has announced the launch of Host the Culture on the Moment nationwide host competition in partnership with Peachtree Village International Film Festival, PVIFF. The competition officially opened on April 6, 2026, and will identify 2 emerging hosts to represent Jarogo at PVIFF and serve as brand ambassadors for 1 year. The nationwide search invites aspiring host influencers and content creators to submit a 60 to 90-second video explaining why should I host the Jarogo short film screenings at Peachtree Village International Film Festival. Entries must be posted on Jarogo Instagram and Facebook. Okay, with participants both following both organizations and using the hashtags #JarogoGoHost, #PIFF26, #Host the Culture, and #Host the Culture rather. The competition will take place in 2 rounds, with round 1 closing May 15th, 2026, and round 2 closing June 25th, 2026, with 2 winners announced on July 10th, 2026. Submissions will be evaluated based on hosting personality, passion for independent film and culture and creative expression. Winners will be selected through a combination of artist engagement on Jarogo, including likes and comments. A final jury decision comprised of industry professionals and festival leadership. Each winner, there's going to be 2 winners, so each winner will receive a comprehensive prize package, including travel and hotel accommodations to attend PVIFF in Atlanta. All expense paid for the national winner, and hotel accommodations for the local winner. Let me say that 2 more times. This is some huge ish, okay? Travel and accommodations to attend the Peachtree Village International Film Festival in Atlanta. All expense paid for the national winner, hotel accommodations for the local winner. Let me say that 1 more time for the 1 more time. travel and accommodations to attend the Peachtree Village International Film Festival in Atlanta, all expenses paid for the nationwide winner, host accommodations for the local winner, paid opportunities. Not my money. As an official host during the festival, a 1-year paid ambassadorship with Jarogo. VIP access to festival events and inclusion in the Jarogo Ambassador Club. Following their selection, winners will be featured in Jarogo's original series, The Road to PVIFF, documenting their journey leading up to the festival. Coverage will continue throughout PVIFF and beyond as Jarogo follows the ambassador's experience and career growth during and after their ambassadorship. Peachtree Village International Film Festival will take place on November 5th. 8th, 2026 in Atlanta, Georgia, bringing together filmmakers, creatives, and industry leaders from around the world. We're incredibly excited to launch the Own Your Culture, Own the Moment host competition as a powerful extension of our mission at Jarogo. Richard Devon, founder, CEO of Jarogo. For the past decade, we've proudly supported PVIFF as a sponsor of the short film competition, helping to amplify independent voices and connect creators to global audiences. This initiative allows us to discover new talent while continuing to elevate the culture through storytelling, innovation, and opportunity. About Jarogo is a digital streaming platform and media ecosystem focused on empowering creators through innovative technology, content distribution, and audience engagement. The platform supports independent voices and delivers immersive entertainment experiences to global audiences. About Peachtree Village International Film Festival. The Peachtree Village International Film Festival is an internationally recognized film festival based in Atlanta, Georgia, dedicated to showing diverse voices in film, television, and digital media while providing education, networking, and industry access. More information, visit jarogomedia.com and pviffatl.com. And for press inquiries, contact Lynn Gibson, Chief Marketing Officer at len@jarogomedia.com, or you can call 404-849-3888. That's 404-849-3888. That's 404-849-3888. Y'all, this is a huge opportunity. Here is the Jarogo platform here. So you have Life in Italy with Leroy Leonard, Our Story, Public Announcement, Baltimore Hustle, Let's Say You Dream of Hustle, Witness It First. Then you have Baby You're My Favorite. You can watch your favorite podcasts. Dual Identity, Setbacks Are Emotional, but Recovery is a Mindset. Interactive XP, where you determine the outcome. Then Two Preachers on Mission, They Found God the Hard Way. So this is this platform here. And y'all, this is I've never heard of this platform before. I reviewed it. Well, before I did my research and everything. So that is that platform. And then right here, the Peachtree Village International Film Festival. It's their 21st anniversary, 4 days, A+ content, thousands of attendees, millions of views, right? So right here, Peachtree Village International Film Festival, PVIFF, is Atlanta's premier festival of film, culture, and creativity, featuring film screenings, the annual PVIFF Awards pitch tent. That means you can pitch stuff, right? Your content, movies, TV shows, everything else. Panels, masterclasses, and community events. For 21 years, PVIFF has provided a powerful platform for actors, producers, and directors to connect with executives, celebrities, and networks to foster innovation while honoring cinematic excellence and inspiring communities worldwide. Well, let's see the films here and see if we can recognize any of these films. So none of these I'm actually recognizing, and that's no shade to these films. I'm sure that they have done some great work. I just, like I said, independent films are very powerful, right? And all it takes is the right platform for you to be seen. So I'm trying to see if there's anybody I recognize, but it doesn't look like it. So those are all the films there. So those are the films. I'm trying to. Okay, I know that brother right there. That's Rodney Perry, and he was on the Monique show. Now that sister right there, I don't know who she is, but she is gorgeous. That's Coco Brown. Okay, I see some people that I know through media, of course. I believe he looks familiar too, actually. Keith D. Robinson. Okay, Country Wayne. Who is Monique Carlo? Never heard of her before. Let's look her up real quick. Okay, so this is Monique Carlo here. Okay, so she is not just a home chef, but she's also the CEO of the Monique Carlo Media Group. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to that. Like I said, congratulations on this. I had no idea about this film festival. Over 21 years is amazing. And y'all, that's a huge opportunity. The biggest deals that happen is at festivals, conferences, conventions, and summits. So that's where the most networking happens. So congratulations there. Like I say, you guys, let me go back to the platform just in case you guys want to know how to get in one more time here. So all you gotta do is submit a 60-second to 90-second video explaining why should I host the Jarogo short film screenings at IPVFF. Entries must be posted on Jarogo, Instagram, and Facebook, with participants following both organizations and using the hashtag Jarogo host, IPVIIF 26, and hashtag host the culture, right? So you have until May 15th to get in round one. Round two will be closing June 25th. So round one is entry. Round two is going through all submissions, and the two winners will be announced on July 10th, 2026. And then, of course, the festival, right, will be happening November 5th through the 8th. So congratulations there, and blessings to everybody going after that. All right, y'all. More Bring This Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. More from blacknews.com right here. Landmark federal ruling by Black attorney continues to protect millions from torture. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Landmark federal ruling by Black attorney continues to protect millions from torture. Landmark federal ruling by Black attorney continues to protect millions from torture. Here we go. Attorney Zulu Ali, founder and principal of the law offices of Zulu Ali and Associates LLP, continues to make a national impact through a landmark federal appellate victory that is reshaping how immigration courts handle torture claims across the western United States. In Marcelo versus Garland, the U.S. United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit issued a published decision requiring immigration judges to provide a full evidentiary hearing before dismissing certain claims under the United Nations Convention Against Torture. And by the way, I believe there was something on Instagram saying that the resolution passed for Black people to get reparations. But of course, as you guys know, there's some countries that are saying no, but the majority said yes, right? So the best thing I would say to the UN, we'll get to 2028 soon. Then once Kamala Harris gets into the White House, okay, Hillary Clinton, at this point, I think people would not mind Hillary, but Hillary probably won't get in. But Kamala Harris and whoever she chooses, Tim Walz, we could definitely use you. Or Governor Westmore as president, Jasmine Crockett Lee as vice president, and then Brainley as press secretary. We'll figure it out, okay? Then we got to get the House and Senate together to turn blue, and then we'll make that happen, okay? All right, moving on. The ruling issued on September 14th, 2023 remains binding precedent across the Ninth Circuit, covering 9 states and 2 U.S. territories. The decision continues to play a critical role to individuals facing deportation to countries where they may be subjected to torture by requiring courts to hear evidence before rejecting such claims. The ruling ensures that vulnerable individuals receive a meaningful opportunity to present their cases Ali successfully argued that protections under the Convention Against Torture cannot be denied through procedural shortcuts. In a 2-1 decision, the Ninth Circuit agreed and remanded the case with instructions consistent with that principle. This decision represents more than a legal victory, said attorney Zulu Ali. It reinforces that human rights protections must be taken seriously and that individuals facing the risk of torture deserve to be heard. Ali, a former U.S. Marine police officer, thank you for your service, good sir, has built a reputation as a leading advocate in criminal defense, civil rights, and immigration law. Through his Riverside-based practice, he has handled complex federal litigation and continues to fight for individuals facing life-threatening consequences in immigration proceedings. The case involved Eric Hermosello, who claimed under the Convention Against Torture became the basis for a broader legal challenge to how immigration courts evaluate such cases. The name responded was then U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. Because the Ninth Circuit is one of the largest federal appellate jurisdictions in the country, the ruling has far-reaching implications and continues to impact immigration proceedings across California, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Montana, Idaho, Alaska, Hawaii, and two U.S. territories, protecting millions of individuals within its jurisdiction. This case shows what can happen when attorneys remain committed to protecting the rights of the most vulnerable. Ali added, the law must work for those lives, for those whose lives are at risk, rather. About attorney Zulu Ali is the founder and principal of the law offices of Zulu Ali and Associates LLP based in Riverside, California. He is known for his work in criminal defense, immigration law, civil rights, international human rights advocacy, award-winning trial practice, community activism, and leading the largest Black-owned law firm in California's Inland Empire. Let me say that 2 more times. Leading the largest Black-owned law firm in California's Inland Empire. Leading the largest Black-owned law firm in California's Inland Empire. Learn more at ZuluAliLaw.com. We'll look at that website here in just a minute. And then for press inquiries, you can contact 951-728-8722. That's 951-782-8722. That's 951-782-8722. Or Zulu ZuluAliLaw@gmail.com. So congratulations there. Here they are there. They even have a veterans legal clinic right there. They do commentary. Listen, I know that Beth being beautifully honest believes people being on YouTube as a lawyer is a crime, even though she says she was in the legal field. From her mindset about Tasha K, it shows very much stupidity on her part. But she is a good content creator. She has some good takes sometimes with that Tasha K take, child. Let's see Beth being beautifully honest get sued, and then let's see if she sings the same tune. Not wishing out her, of course. So they have criminal law, immigration law, civil lawsuits and personal injury, family law, international law, civil rights law. So those are the practice areas that they have. There's a shout out right there to the law offices of Zulu Ali Associates. You can call 888-682-3049. That's 888-682-3049. That's 888-682-3049. Or email ZuluAliLaw@gmail.com. Very well done to you, good sir. And hopefully that will expand across the United States of America. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. More Brainless Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here and right now from TechCrunch.com. I'm going to say X because this is the platform that did this, not Twitter, okay? X is shutting down communities because of low usage and lots of spam. X is shutting down communities because of low usage and lots of spam. X is shutting down communities because of low usage and lots of spam. Here we go. Launched in 2021 when the company was still known as Twitter, communities were meant to provide the social network users with a place to connect with each other around shared interests. Now, X is shutting down the feature for good, saying it was overrun with spam and a headache to manage. Wait a minute. Elon Musk took out the Pride security team and took out engineers that made sure it wasn't a headache to manage and it wasn't overrunning with spam. Shocking. Plus, noted X's head of Pride, Nakia Beer, hardly anyone was using them. Communities had great vision, but they were used by less than 0.4% of users, yet contributed to 80% of spam reports. financial scams and malware on X, Bureau on X, explained the company thinking behind the removal of the high-profile feature of the handful of communities that succeeded. Most were user acquisition channels for kick or compensated clip communities. X killing communities is a huge gift to Discord. So a lot of career communities still want a home. Discord is the default fallback. We're going to be investing heavily in X chat. Now, listen, I'm going to just be real with y'all. I think if X was smart, they would say, okay, bet. We're going to turn this into the X Clipper platform, right? And pay clippers to post clips to X. That would have been the smart thing to do. But once again, this is run by the dumbass of Elon Musk. Moving on. In other words, communities often weren't being used for their original purpose. They instead have become a place focused on driving often paid traffic to other online creators outside of X itself. Clipping is the practice of sharing short clips of another creator's work or branded video for which the clipper is compensating. Marketers and creators leverage these communities to generate interest in their original content and off of their original content. Beer even scoffed at X's failed community project as a team version of subreddits, a reference to the groups found within the more popular interest-based social network Reddit. I think that this actually could have worked if Elon Musk was not running it. Mr. Dorsey was still there, and this could have been really cool if you would have had a Twitter Disney community, if you would have had a Marvel Twitter community, if you would have had a Google Twitter community, if you would have branded it where brands can have direct impact and access and availability to their fans, this could have worked. But no, you have dumbass Elon Musk running it, so there's that. He did, however, note that there were few good communities in the mix that will have to migrate elsewhere, but largely suggested that the feature wasn't worth maintaining given its overall low use. Communities on X will be shut down on May 6, 2026. Community admins can migrate their members to the newly expanded group chat experience. The company extended the migration deadline to May 30th. To ready itself for the influx of X community members, X Chat, the app's messaging service, which is poised to launch as a standalone app, will support joinable links for group chats. These public links can be shared on X's timeline and pinned and support up to 500 members and will aim to reach 1,000 in the next couple of weeks. Despite these changes, Beard pointed out that X isn't giving up communities. The company will just take a different approach. In addition to the expanded group chats, the company this week launched custom timelines for its premium subscribers, which allow users to pin different topical feeds to their home tab. These feeds also curate and personalized to the individual user, but based on how they engage with X. X's product releases and updates have been hitting at a faster pace of late, with X's plans for its X Chat app, another for payments, plus new features like hashtags, mute buttons for typing voice notes in chat, a new photo editor, automatic translations, new reply sends, and the new custom timelines. As we are noted in March, the X team has begun to hit a rhythm of launching 2 to 3 net new features per week, meaning there are likely more features still to come. So what do I think about this? Like I said, that Bluebird has more social capital than that letter that you can see on Sesame Street, for one. Number two, I don't think there's anything wrong with expansion, but the foundation has to be good enough in order for the brand to expand. And I think the reason why X is the platform that is because how can the snake move its body if the head is not functioning? It all goes back to Elon Musk. Like I said to y'all before, there was supposed to be verses on Twitter, but to no avail. And by the way, when I saw that from Timberland Swiss Beats saying that, verses is going to be on X, this is on the same platform where Elon Musk said DEI needs to die. Y'all, all money ain't good money. Okay, just keep it up. Shout out to the 3 people here now, 4 people that were here earlier. Let's continue on because y'all, it's time to talk about Coyote versus ACME, everybody. Let's get to it. But before that, I want to show you this article from Variety.com. Here we go. Gen Z goes to the movies. Younger audiences are driving the box office, study shows. Here we go. Who says young people don't go to the movies? During the pandemic, Hollywood that Gen Zers would never get to the habit of going to theaters, preferring streaming on their smartphones instead. But Gen Z is now the most active cinema-going demographic, attending more films per year than their elders, according to a new Fandango study. They're also spending more per visits on concessions and premium format screens like IMAX. I think there's like D-Box theaters as well, and 4D has been big. And then let's give it up for Real D. The Real D 3D thing, they are such a pillar for what the hell? Give me a moment, y'all. Give me one moment. Okay, there we go. Who says young people don't go to the movies? During the pandemic, Hollywood worried that Gen Zers would never get into the habit of going to theaters, preferring streaming on their smartphones instead. But Gen Z is now the most active cinema-going demographic, attending more films per year. Oh my God, what? Okay, StreamYard, really, we've been doing good all show. Okay. One more time from Variety.com. Gen Z goes to movies. Younger audiences are driving the box office. Study shows. Who says young people don't go to the movies? During the pandemic, Hollywood worried that would never get into the habit of going to theaters, preferring streaming on their smartphones instead. But Gen Z is now the most active cinema-going demographic, attending more films per year than their elders, according to a new Fandango study. They're also spending more per visit on concessions and premium format screens like IMAX. I believe, like I said, there's D-Box screenings. There is IMAX, of course, 4D, 3D, the real 3D glasses. Remember when they tried to do real 3D glasses on real glasses, so you can, have those glasses all the time for regular glasses, but then they turn 3D when you go into theaters, and also too they had the real 3D TVs and stuff back in the day. Yes, indeed. Let's keep going here. What a relief for theater owners who are struggling as overall attendance lags 20% behind previous COVID years. Exhibitors all largely attribute the decline to fewer new releases from major Hollywood studios. Fandango surveyed 7,000 adults, 5,091 of whom considered themselves moviegoers or people who went to one or more movies in the past year. By generation, 87% of Gen Zers and 82% of millennials saw at least one movie theatrically in the past 12 months, compared with 70% of Gen Xers and 58% of baby boomers. Gen Z and millennials also return more frequently, with each demo averaging about 7 visits per year ahead of Gen X, 6.1, and baby boomers, 5.7. Motivations varied across age groups. Millennials treat moviegoing as an escape from daily routine, while Gen Z sees it primarily as a social activity. Gen Z also attributes a better selection of movies and the appeal of leaving the home as key drivers of attendance. In contrast, Gen X cites rising ticket prices, fewer appealing releases, and better at-home options as reasons for going less often. While there's been a perception that Gen Z is less engaged with theatrical moviegoing, our data shows that their momentum has been building. Jeremy Hanline, executive vice president at Fandango, was especially knowable is how strongly they valued the shared communal aspect of the experience, reinforcing that theaters continue to play an important role as a social destination for younger audiences. Across all demographics, the biggest barrier to getting off the couch watching the movies themselves. Patrons cite coordinating schedules, finding time, securing a deal on tickets as challenges to getting to the multiplex. As the movie-going landscape continues to evolve, understanding generational behaviors is critical to unlocking future growth, Headline says. Gen Z millennials are redefining what it means to go to the movies by prioritizing premium experiences, social engagement, and new forms of content. Meeting them where they are is not optional, it's essential to the future of theatrical moviegoing. Although first quarter of 2026 has greatly improved from last year, summer will really hit the box office, with 76% of moviegoers reportedly planning on seeing a movie in theaters between May and August, according to Fandango's findings. Toy Story 5, the most anticipated movie of the popcorn season, followed by Spider-Man: Brand New Day, The Devil Wears Prada 2, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and Scary Movie 6. So I wanted to show y'all this because I saw this yesterday. I actually saved it. Give me a moment, y'all. I know exactly what it was. Hang on. Because when I saw this, I was just like, okay. So check this out. So as you can see there, NBA YoungBoy has a new documentary that is in theaters, and as you can see, people are making concerts, or they're making fandom concerts at movie theaters. And this comment right here, I think, sums it up greatly. Imagine you just trying to take your family to see Michael Jackson. To see Michael Jackson, you hear this in the next theater room. Exactly right. And we also remember. Oh my God. This is amazing. Not the revolt. Oh, they ain't playing. Oh. So I wanted to show that because the world of theaters are changing. Let's not forget, in addition to the NBA YoungBoy documentary, we also had the Beyonce Renaissance film that did big numbers in the Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. And like I said before, you could have watched the Milan Olympics at AMC theaters. So with all that being said, let's get to it here. Here we go, everybody. From Katal.com, the Coyote versus ACME trailer goes straight for Warner Brothers' throat. Now, this movie was shelved because David Slassoff wanted to do a tax write-off, this, that, and the third, and they gave no dams, ucks, or ish about it here, okay? The excellent-looking movie takes aim that the company has shelved it for 3 years. It's finally real. Warner Bros. Long-buried live-action animation hybrid Coyote versus ACME starring John Cena and Will Forte, alongside Wild E. Coyote and Daffy Duck, you are despicable. Has received its first proper trailer and seemingly really definitely reaching big screens on August 28th. It appears to have come out swinging with a trailer that repeatedly throws shade at Warner Brothers and the ordeal the production has been put through, while still looking like a charmingly silly but superbly put together romp. It was in November 2023 that the team behind Wild E. Coyote were blindsided by the news that Warner Bros. Had decided to fault the movie instead of releasing it, seemingly as a part of the studio's disgraceful return of certain creations into tax write-offs. While the infamous Batgirl situation was internally justified by claims that the movie was nowhere near good enough to have bombed the test screens, no such claims could be made about the Coyote flick, given other distributors were interested in buying the rights. Now, Ketchup Entertainment, who did Looney Tunes The Day the World Blew Up, also got the rights. So it seems like Ketchup Entertainment is saving the Looney Tunes. franchise. Not to mention, Ketchup Entertainment has made some other movies. We'll check out Ketchup Entertainment here. Actually, catch. There we go. We'll see them. We'll see their website here in just a little bit. And it was scoring really well on early screens. It seemed Warner were just vaulting the film simply to write off a rumored $30 million in tax as it dealt with its growing debt. So now Warner Bros. Discovery is with a company that has $90 billion worth of debt. Go back to the Netflix is not a streaming company, it's an entertainment company, to find out why David Zaslav, the shareholders, and the company itself are looking like dumbasses. 2 years later, there was some very surprising good news. Independent distributor Ketchup Entertainment has somehow acquired the rights to the movie and intended to release it to theaters in 2026. Seemingly, the turmoil within Warner and the scale of the industry backlash at actions that allowed the deal claimed to be worth up to $50 million to come together following Ketchup's similar move to another canned Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up. By the way, those are coins that you can get there. Let me see. Because I saw, wait a minute. Hang on a second. This is from the U.S. Mint, like the government mint. This is cool. Hang on. Check this out. So from Warner, in collaboration with Warner Bros. Discovery Global Consumer Products, the multi-year collectible journey will feature DC superheroes on official American coins and medals honoring the heroic ideals and American values that these characters embody. So you have right there 24 karat proof gold coin Wonder Woman, 2.5 ounce silver medal Wonder Woman, comic art 1 ounce silver medal Wonder Woman, silver ounce metal subscription, 0 charge today. That's a subscription there. So you got Batman there, you got Superman, you got Supergirl coming soon. Oh, hang on. You got the 2025 superheroes. You got Robin as well, Green Lantern. U.S. Mint, this is cool. I gotta give it to you. That is cool. Now, I don't have $3,830 to get this, but that is really cool. Just wanted to show that off to y'all. Okay, let's get back to our destination here, which brings us to the trailer as a thing of joy, as well as given the basic framework of the story. While Coyote enlists the help of lawyer William Forte to sue ACME for its lifetime of injuries resulting from their dodgy products, also rather brilliantly places ACME in the role of Warner Bros. Themselves. And right here, the movie ACME doesn't want you to see. So really, it's the movie Warner Brothers doesn't want you to see. They play this up very, very nicely. The trailer states framing the whole affair as if it was an expose of the corporation, while directly referencing the extent to which Warner went to prevent the film's release. And that's after an opening spoof of the Warner Brothers logo with the asterisk zooming into the small print that reads a wholly subsidiary of the ACME Corporation, just to make sure you know that they know you know. So here's the track. I cannot play it, unfortunately, but it is so good. And if there were any doubt about the overt digs, there are those final words. The ACME Corporation is releasing this film for accounting purposes only. Beyond the satirical sides, this also shows a movie I'm very interested to see. There are some fine gags, a cartoon piano crushing a real world car, and just a great idea on top. I'm really taken by how correctly the shaded cartoon characters look. Too many of these films try to add all sorts of extra shade or 3D effects that reduce their cartoon origins, but this looks like it's been gotten right. Looney Tunes movies have a great history of combined live action with animation in films like the underrated 2003 Looney Tunes Back in Action, as well as at least one Space Jam movie. Let's hope this lives up to the quality of what we've seen so far when it's finally ours to see in August. And y'all, I am so excited. I really think that this film could be the start of the comeback for Looney Tunes. And that leads us to the stream that we're going to be doing tonight, everybody, at 6 o'clock on the dot. The revival of Looney Tunes. That's right, the revival of Looney Tunes Breakdown Town Hall. Here we go. So we're going to be talking about this tonight. Looney Tunes need to be back in action to showcase the greatness of what they could become. We're going to talk about it because, y'all, if I'm Ketchup Entertainment, right? If I'm Warner Bros. Discovery, but most of all, if I'm Six Flags, I will be very worried about the success of this movie. I will dig into all that tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. Before we head out here, let me show y'all a positive news story here. Yes, indeed. By the way, y'all, we did all of that in 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 8 seconds. Not too bad for a whole show. Yes, indeed, there. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a positive news story for y'all here. Now, y'all, here's something right here. Check this out right here. Here we go. From the jasminebrand.com, everybody. Here we go. Now, I had no idea about this. I was kicked off of the Virgin Voyages club stage while dancing to Single Lady song for the content creator cruise I was invited on, all because someone complained they kicked me off. I left immediately after they let all the complaining white folks up there on that stage. FYI, I'm in the Single Ladies music video, by the way. I know they're not because it's only 3 of us. LOL. Virgin, do better, know and learn your crowd. And don't even get me started on night 1 of this cruise, y'all. Do we need a story time? Took a chance and rang my birthday in on a brand trip who I've since learned doesn't give a flying uck about me at Virgin Voyages. Also, Virgin Voyages did nothing to try to make my birthday special yesterday. Thank God for my friend Kimberly Cheryl. I'm sadly disappointed in them so far. I still have 2 more days to go. SMH. They better not try to blacklist me either because that would either be more obvious that they hate me. LOL. Virgin Voyages want black creators in all their sauce, but doesn't acknowledge, highlight, or actually know them. Weird. At Virgin Voyages. Now, I will just say this: there's a young black woman that works at Virgin Voyages. I emailed her and said, "Hey, I would love to work with y'all," and she said she would try to get back to me, right? But also, too, this is the thing that people gotta recognize: you cannot culturally appropriate any culture, especially with black people, and think you're gonna get away with it. The words of Uncle Ben: with great power comes great responsibility. You cannot culturally appropriate us and then expect to culturally appreciate you. That's not how that works, right? So, there is that there. Now, let's continue on here. Update: Beyonce's former dance captain Ashley Everett receives room upgrade from Virgin Voyages after slamming cruise line for alleged discrimination and mistreatment during brand trip. Wishing you the happiest birthday aboard and welcome to your new suite. Everything gorgeous. Things only get better from here. Something, and then I guess that's the captain, I guess. The professional dancer recently shared an update following an unfortunate experience aboard a Virgin Voyages ship. Letting fans know the company didn't brush off her concerns. Ashley, who was also celebrating birthday, posted a card from the cruise line wishing her well and revealing that she'd been upgraded for the suite to a suite for the rest of her trip. Seemingly accepting the gesture, she responded, "Okay, I receive." So right here, make sure you post that post she just made retracting everything too, right? I want to give her a damn thing. Screamed and told to me. It's a content creator cruise. They are trying to make everyone feel special, not just her. So they made it right good on them. And I don't want to hear she just wants something free. We never hear anything negative about her. She has her own coins to upgrade herself. I come from the dance community. I've met Ashley. We share friends, but I don't know. I just saw that video and I just didn't get that she was singled out to be off stage. She and no one else was even supposed to be on stage. As a video that she was the only one who hopped up on stage and a stage that's rolled off, that was rolled off. So there is that. Now listen, just because this happened does not mean that Virgin Voyages is a bad company. Okay, and I'm just going to say this: if everybody would have done what they need to do on November 4th, we would not be in this mess. Because how we view the world is how we consume the world, okay? With that being said, y'all, that is it for me. I'm going to turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Y'all, that is it for me. Thank you so much. Like I said, be back here tonight at 6 p.m. because we got to talk about the revival of Looney Tunes. That's right. I believe that this movie really could bring the comeback of the Looney Tunes to mainstream media, and y'all wait till y'all see how I've done it. We'll see you all at 6 p.m. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying